What's happening, guys? Double J Productions 11 here, and I'm back making more vids. I was just on a streak of not making videos. I really couldn't. It was hard, and it's still hard, but I got one up. I managed it, and this is V2 of my awesome rescue helicopter. The last one got so many hits. I was thinking about not making a video, but then I saw this one. I saw how many hits my video had. Like 20 likes, that's insane. 8,500 views and counting. So I was hoping I could make another hit with this one. And yeah, that's basically the gist of this video. As you can see from V2, it's way more streamlined than the other one. I decided to go with an all gray bottom, and the look is just way more dynamic than the other one. So let's get into it. I'm gonna cut right now just to open it up. Okay guys, I'm back. I just had to take this roof off. It's really not that hard to take off. I just decided to do it off tape. So, I'm just gonna give you a more aerial view so you can get a look at this. On the bottom, tried to keep it relatively simple. I've got now like a spotlight, front wheel. I got some detail in there, and here I have suspension for my wheels. It's really simple. It's just a rubber band going across some Technic pieces, so when you put pressure on these, it pushes up on the rubber band, just creating a really simple type of suspension. That's for both back wheels only. I put it on the front wheel. It was just too bulky and took up too much room, so I took it off, and I think it still looks good. So yeah, that's the bottom. This side this side has the winch. I'm just gonna take this off for ease, and this side is plain. As you can see, these doors are way better. I'll show you opening them. When you open the doors, you just pull this up and you slide it back. There you go. It's really simple. And I'll go into more depth on all of these parts moving later. This is just the overview of it. So here for the interior, it goes down a level. I'll clear out the interior for an overview of it. It goes down a level. I just decided to use this bottom space, and I kept relatively the same design as the other one, even though I basically did take the whole thing apart and rebuilt it completely. Back opens, the front opens for the two pilots. The cockpit is basically the same as the last one. So, and this back part is the piece that did not change at all. Basically, I changed a few pieces. Other than that, it didn't really change. So, yeah. I'm gonna take apart some of the parts and show you with greater depth. Okay, I've taken all the minifigures out, so here you can see the floor. This is a full 3 thin places thick. This level up, it's a full block thick up. And you can see 2 people here. That's where the stretcher attaches. I put like a little hinge piece on with a control, and you can just hook that in right there on those studs. and then there's standing space for a few people back there. So I'm gonna give you an up close look. And the cockpit is not a separate room, it's just right there. And it goes back up one level again. I'll go into depth with the cockpit right after this. So the interior is really basic. Yep, and here's from this side. Yep, that's it. Okay, I took off this top part and some flat pieces across here to show you the cockpit more. So I'll take these guys out just so you can see it. As you can see, there's two panels right here. A flat panel up here, a hinge right here with a little lever. Just pulled that out. I'll put it back in later. And then there's a flat piece here. And these chairs are seated on those bricks. I don't know what they're called. The ones with like one stud in the middle of a 2x1. So, because if they were seated against the wall, the pilots wouldn't be able to sit there because their arms would stick. Their arms wouldn't fit. So I had to do that. And I think the cockpit is a really nice part of this. And here on the front, added some lights. I know they don't look great, that's just for detail. Here these parts are slanted, and I've raised all of this up a level from the last one, so it's just bigger. So yep, that's the cockpit. I'm gonna finish that back up, and then I'll go into depth with the doors. Okay guys, here are the doors. As you can see, they are really low profile. If I go like that, they blend completely in with these walls. So that's a plus. The mechanism is really simple, but it's not something everybody would think of. It's a 6-stud long door, and when you open it fully, there's 4 studs like open, so you're wasting 2 studs. This is the most efficient design for a door I could think of and come up with my pieces while leaving space inside for people. So you definitely had to compromise to get the best for everything. Because if you were just going for a model for the exterior, you could make these doors open as long as you wanted to, but it would take up this inside. So I had to sacrifice some space they would take up to keep the people and leave space for people to stand in. So yep, that's it. I'll take out a door now so you can see how it works. Okay guys, so let's just let this focus. Here's the door. It's really simple. So it attaches to this 6x5 piece by using a flat part and 2 studs, and it attaches to the middle parts. So it just hooks in there, and you can use either these guys or these ones. I just didn't have 4 of one or the other, so I used 2 of each, and it still looks fine. So you're going to use the droid arms. I had black ones. They look better than the Star Wars ones. It would be nice to have gray ones, but I don't have light gray ones. They're not that common. So what happens is these 2 guys hook into pieces in the door, and they fold in. So let the door pieces, like right there, they fold in like that, and that's how the door sits. And then when you want to open the door, those guys pull out and they hit the studs on the door, then these extend out like that and it flattens up against the side of the helicopter. It's a very simple design, and it is a great, very low profile design. So that's the door. Okay guys, here is the roof. I've kept the rotors exactly the same as the old ones, but I have changed the base. So let's just take this off. Okay, there we go. So I think it looks really nice. I've got these two pieces here, these two here. Yep, that's basically it. Really straightforward. Here's the rotors if you haven't seen the first video. I'll link the first video in an annotation, so you can click that and watch the V1 of this awesome helicopter. So it's two of these helicopter pieces, and they're linked together. So yeah, that is the roof. Now I'll show you guys the winch. Okay guys, here's the winch. You can just pull open the door, slide out this piece, and you can pull this out, and it hooks into this. Let's see if I can get, yeah, there we go. And it just hangs down like that, and you can move it out farther, or you can move it in. Yep, it's just really simple, and you wind this back to twist it back in. And you can like tie this a certain way, so you hook it onto the stretcher on this guy. So yeah. Oh, I'm actually twisting it so it goes down. Okay, and yep, there we go. So that's the winch. Just slide the door back in place, and yep, that's it. Okay guys, I'm gonna go into more depth with the wheels. Oops, I just knocked the headlight off. It's one of those axles, and you just put a rubber band across. It's just that simple. So here's a view of the back, and here's the rotor on the back. Yeah. I'm gonna reassemble this and then do a full overview of it again.